I'm Jess Davis with the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Jess Delicious. Today we're in Midtown Kingston at the People's Place Community Cafe.
And would you like soup? No? Okay. Hi there.
Here we are with the Executive Director of People's Place. Many of you know her face, Christine Hine. I just want to thank you for having me here at the cafe today. It was a really, really fun experience to see your volunteers and your team working in the kitchen, and then also see the community coming in, especially on this bitter cold day, to enjoy a warm and lovingly prepared meal.
I always say that we are so lucky to have the wonderful volunteers that we do. We could not do the programming and services that we do, whether it be here at the Community Cafe or at the Wellness Empowerment Center or at the food pantry or the thrift store, without the volunteers. I mean, they're amazing. They are what keeps People's Place in general going forward, and I am extremely grateful and very, very fortunate to be able to come every day and see a whole new group of volunteers here ready to help individuals. That's a big misconception, that it is just for the folks who may need to use our food pantry, and by all means the Community Cafe is for the folks who use our food pantry, but it's also for everyone in the community, because the whole concept of the Community Cafe, of course, which opened in October of 2019, right before COVID hit, was for folks from the entire community to come in and dine together. And so with COVID, everybody's a little skeptical about that right now, but we do have the tables spread out so individuals can come here and dine. And the part about everyone coming, I think, is so vitally important to what the Community Cafe is trying to accomplish. By yourself or Ward coming in to dine, they are eating with folks who maybe this is their only meal that they can afford. But by having a cross-section of the community come here, it really erases the stigma of having to go somewhere that's offering food for no charge. So there is no charge whatsoever for any of the meals that we ever offer.
For everyone that walks in the door, right?
Everyone that walks through the door, you will not see any sign that says suggested donation, give you a concept of what you maybe should or shouldn't donate. If you do want to donate, if you are in the position that you feel that you can give a few dollars for the meal that you're eating, or you appreciate the hard work that the volunteers and or the chef did that day, we have a very in disguise box at the end of the counter that you can slip a few dollars into if you choose to. There's nothing there that points to it. We really don't want individuals who are struggling to feel like they have to give something. Goes against everything we believe in, but we really do want folks from across the community to come and dine here. It helps erase the stigma. We have the same theory with the Wellness Empowerment Center. We want folks from all across the community to come and take the workshops, because then when everybody's together, there is no stigma.
Really nice that I can make a donation that works for me, that if I'm in a position to be very generous that day, or just sort of give what I think this meal would cost. And what I love about what I saw today is the way that the Community Cafe and Kim, the chef, uses local ingredients to create healthy dishes. There's a focus on nutrition.
I think that another important thing for people to realize is she makes everything from scratch every day. So you are getting wonderful food that's been prepared that morning. She comes in at 7:15 every morning to start making lunch. It's amazing. We're open for continental breakfast from 8:30 to 10:30.
Wow.
And then our lunch is served from 11 to 1.
It's really nice, and I love that you can pick it up and take it to go, or you can stay inside and enjoy some company. There was a lot of camaraderie between the patrons from the community coming in and interacting with the volunteers and Kim. It's obvious that they feel very welcome here, and it's sort of like a routine for them to stop in and grab some.
The soup and the meal is absolutely amazing and tasteful and healthy, and I appreciate it. I appreciate them because when I lost my job and I got injured, I come here once a week and that's it. But I'm grateful to all of you. And People Place are amazing. All the people, the volunteers, they help me a lot. Her soup, Kim, amazing. Her vegetable has helped me, has healed my health and my heart and my soul and my white cells and blood cells. She increased my health better.
This is part of restaurant resiliency. It's an additional meal that they can take with them.
It was pretty interesting in the way that she said she just comes in and she's winging it. She just goes with her gut and makes a meal out of what she's got in front of her.
She goes and she looks to see what we got that day, and she just creates something every day from scratch, which I think is phenomenal.
Our options that include meat options, that are meatless vegetarian options, and vegan, which is a really great feature.
And also gluten-free.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very
so
good.
she really tries to have something for everyone. That there's something that someone can have. It might not be every single day. You might not have vegan and gluten-free, but there'll be something there. Whether it be the soup or yesterday she made vegan meatloaf, gluten-free too. It was fabulous.
So let's talk about your 50-year anniversary.
Yes. This year, 1972, we were started, so 2022 is our 50th anniversary, and so we will be having all types of events happening this whole year. Going forward, we're trying to work on something every month, every other month, to celebrate the fact that we have been helping individuals in the Kingston and Ulster County area for 50 years.
Amazing.
And what that means though is 50 years of phenomenal volunteers. I mean, thousands of people from the Kingston area and the Ulster County area have been helping out at People's Place over the last 50 years. If you're watching this and you have any history about People's Place, or you were involved with history of People's Place, or maybe a parent was involved with People's Place, reach out to me and let me know. We're really trying to get some history, write it down. There's not a lot about the 1970s and 80s and 90s, what was going on here. And I think one of our volunteers had the best quote that she said to me. Her mom used to volunteer at People's Place, and now she volunteers at People's Place. And I said, you know, there's not a lot from the 70s and 80s. And she said, because nobody ever thought it was going to be around 50 years later. It was just sort of this thing that they did for the community, and nobody really thought to write things down or document it. Because it kind of was really a grassroots, organic organization that started and just has kept on going. We're like the little engine that could.
I also want to say congratulations to you as the executive director and Heidi on your team. Under your leadership, I feel that, yes, you always go back to the volunteers, and I know it takes dozens and dozens, or if not 100 of them, to really make the operation happen here. But really kudos to you on your leadership. How many years have you been here in this position?
This will be my 10th year.
So this is really fun. We got 50 years,
10 years
here at this location and 10 years for you. Congratulations.
Yeah. But it is, you know, we have over 150 volunteers. We're always looking for volunteers because we expand our hours, we have different projects that happen. But really without the support and guidance of our board of directors, our community board, which are all volunteer, and also, you know, we have a small but really powerful, mighty, and dedicated staff. I have to say, our staff is so amazing here that all through COVID, no one ever said, I'm not coming to work, I can't come to work. You know, we were on the front lines of helping folks and feeding people, and not one single member of this staff said they wouldn't come in.
And speaking to that, I can say I was here a lot during that time, especially in the really scary days of the pandemic. And I saw the same small but mighty group. And speaking to that, how many families again were you able to feed through the pandemic, approximately?
thousands of families. In 2020, we did over 1.1 million meals, and in 2020,
Can you say that again out loud?
Yeah, 1.1 million meals, and in
Millions.
2021, we did just about 1.1 million meals again. So
Amazing.
for 2 years, out of this location, we have distributed what would equal in excess of 2 million meals to our Ulster County residents in need.
And a lot of the resources come from funding and grants, but they also come from the hard work of your team doing actual fundraisers and the community giving back, right?
Yeah. Most of our funding comes from private donations from you, from friends, wherever they donate. $25. It makes a huge difference. All those $25 add up. We do fundraisers, so they're super important, and we also have our thrift store, which is our main economic engine.
Which is really actually an impressive thrift store.
It is phenomenal. Heidi does just the most amazing job. Heidi Hill-Hatter is our deputy director here, and she oversees the thrift store, and it is beautiful and so organized, and really, when people come to shop, I feel like they get a beautiful shopping experience. The money that we raise through the thrift store helps to fund the program.
I just want to let people know that are watching how they can give back. So the first thing is obviously stop by the cafe and grab some lunch, say hello to a neighbor, and the team here of volunteers and the chef, Kim, and make a donation. It's a small donation. You say $25 adds up. I always think $1 adds up. If we all gave $1, it's a really impactful amount. And then if you could just let people know, I know there's ways on the website and Venmo and those things.
So you can go to our website, peoplesplace.org, and there's a donate button right at the top, so you can make a donation. You can come and shop at the thrift store. That's a phenomenal way to help support us. You can also donate to the thrift store. And on our website, we have a list of items that we ask with donations, is that it's clean, and if it's clothing, that it's folded in clear plastic bags, and nothing's ever too heavy, because our main volunteer base are all seniors.
Yeah. So I'm going to get to eating.
Yes.
I appreciate you taking some time out of your very busy day to
Thank
fill me
you.
in on all of the good things happening at People's Place, and I appreciate what you do for our community.
Thank you so much for what you do, for what the chamber does. We are very, very fortunate to have the Ulster Chamber here in our community. Both you, Ward, Allison, everyone there really does so much to help not just businesses, but the not-for-profits as well. Together, we all make a wonderful Ulster County.
I agree wholeheartedly, and we are happy that you are here.
Thank you.
A vegan dish, and it's the vegan plantain, black bean, and chicken stew with a little bit of rice on it. Smells like so much flavor. This one is just delicious. On to the last, and it's the turkey and cheddar grilled cheese brushed with a honey chipotle garlic butter. Yum! This tastes like every grilled cheese should be brushed with a honey chipotle garlic butter. You need to come try the community cafe at People's Place, because everything here has been just delicious.
I can't stress enough that it's right in our name. It's a community cafe. And I like to say, in the word community is unity. And in the word unity are the letters U and I.
I love that.
And together, that's how we bring our community together.